A common question that I get on YouTube is, can I use AI generated art for things like t-shirt designs or print on demand? Either images that I've created myself or images that are sitting in a community feed in an AI portal. So in this video, I'm going to attempt to answer that question. Here's an interesting article from Engadget. It's an online science and gaming website. It says here, judge rules that AI generated art isn't copyrightable since it lacks human authorship. I'll put a link to this in the video description below. Now, as I jump into this video, I want to point out I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a judge. I'm not sitting on the Supreme Court, so I don't want this to be taken as the gospel, but I do think it's an interesting article because the article basically says that a federal judge has said that in order to get copyright, it needs to be created by a human being, and because AI art is generated by a machine, it therefore lacks the core basics to be in the realm of copyright. So with that having been said, I'm going to show you 5 websites that have essentially free copyright art that you can grab and use as far as I know. And also I'm going to talk about one of the pitfalls you can run into if you're using AI generated art. So let's jump in. Okay, website number 1 is Leonardo AI. I'll show you how this works. Basically, you go onto leonardo.ai, you click launch app, and then that'll get you into your creation page. So where you can go in here and create an image if you like. However, down below, there are community creations. And if you click on any of these community creations, you can access the photo or the illustration. So I'm going to click on this guy here, and we can see here, I can either right click and I can save the image, or I can click on it and it opens up and I can download the image right here. Leonardo's got some really high quality images, and there's thousands and thousands of them as you scroll through the community feed. Lots there to keep you busy. Website number 2 is Dream by Wombo. It's pretty straightforward. When you go to dream.ai, you can go up here to create, and then you can go in here and type in a prompt and you can create your art. But if you go back to the beginning here, instead of clicking create, what you can do is just simply scroll down and you'll see there's featured artwork, and you can scroll through this featured artwork and you can basically take it if you wanted. So I'm going to click on this one here. We can see this is untitled artwork and I can download it right here at the bottom. There's also community artwork down in the feed as well, so you can click on another picture here in the community feed, and again you can click the download button right there. Website number 3 is Night Cafe. When you sign into Night Cafe, right at the top there's a menu and you can click on this explore button right there, and then you can scroll on down and see all sorts of really cool artworks that are available to grab. Here's one on the right. I'm going to click on it, and then if you like this and you want to use it, you can simply right click and then click the Save Image As, and it'll give you a download. Website number 4 is neural.love. This one has a really weird interface on the front. There's not a lot of graphics on the main page. However, if you continue to scroll down, you will see our users generated over 62 million images, and then you can see here as you scroll down, there's lots of images. You can click Show More, and then you can see there's a feed down below that you can continue to use. You can also search right at the top. There's a search bar. So I could type in dog, for example, and that will give me back dog images. If you like something here, I'm going to click on it. You can right click to save the image as, or you can click the image download button, which is located right here. And you'll see right next to these images, it says image license CC0. And when I click on that, it says no rights reserved. So essentially it's in the public domain. There's a lot to see on neural.love. Here's an example of an image. Most of these have 2 images actually. When you click on the right arrow right here, you'll actually get a secondary image. So if you don't like the first one, you can actually scroll through and you can find a similar image. The second image is a little bit different. Really cool. Website number 5 is Krea.ai. It's a pretty cool, elegant looking website here. As I scroll down, you'll see it offers video, real-time, enhancer, all these different options. But if you want to just go to the gallery, it's just here at the top. Just click on gallery. And now you'll see a whole bunch of different images that are available. If you click on one, it'll pop open. You can right click to save the image as. And there's also a copy prompt button right here at the bottom. You can click that as well if you wanted to try to create your own similar image. All right, I did want to cover one potential pitfall that you may run into if you're using free images on these websites. So here's an example. I'm on Dream by Wombo. I've typed in Spider-Man in New York. I've clicked create, and now I get this image, which is awesome. The problem is I don't have the rights to use this likeness, even though the image may be in the public domain, according to the AI article. Marvel owns the trademark to anything having the likeness of Spider-Man. So that includes colors, the shape, the look and the feel of the photo. So I can't use this photo on a t-shirt and call it Spider-Man because I don't have the rights to it. Here's another one. I've typed in Superman flying in the sky. We can see that definitely looks like Superman. Well, Superman is a trademarked property. So a common question I get is, well, how do I know if I'm going into trademarked territory? And the answer is pretty straightforward. Ask yourself, would a customer be confused looking at that on a t-shirt? If the answer is yes, if they think that's Superman and they think that's DC Comics, then you've violated someone's trademark. I really hope you found this walkthrough helpful. We are in the early stages of AI, and it can be confusing and sometimes frustrating to navigate that world. Thanks a lot for watching. Here's another video on how you can have some fun in the world of print on demand.